ask me, have you monetized your podcast? I say, not yet. Then why do you continue doing that? I say, it is all about passion, persistence, and perseverance. Most importantly, it is about making a difference in people's lives. All right. So what could you achieve if you never gave up? Before I talk about my journey of persistence, let us hear from Hansika Tyagi.
Believe in yourself and look at the positive side of your life. Keep yourself happy. Keep yourself motivated by your own. Suppose if I had to cry on my condition, I would have never been here in front of you. So there is no point in that.
All right, so she's a 16-year-old SMA2 survivor then. SMA stands for spinal muscular atrophy, which is a rare genetic disorder. So probably those of you who have watched Saindav movie, you could relate to the girl Venkatesh, actor Venkatesh's daughter. So similar to that. And her story of persistence, likewise I have n number of stories. But one icing on the cake is, I still remember those tiny statements which she mentioned. Life is like an ice cream. Enjoy every moment before it melts. Focus on the positive and be sure to persist. All right, so what this persistence is all about? And you might wonder, what is this 1610 days? Right? I'm coming there, but I'm not going to reveal the secret yet. 1610 days is nothing but the difference between May 8th, 2020 to September 4th, 2024, where I have seen a significant achievement in my life. And persistence is not easy. Persistence is something which keeps us moving when the going gets tough. It is something which keeps on our toes, especially when you are on a large mission, especially when you are here to make difference in the lives of millions across the globe. So folks, I am Naveen Samala, and I am here on a mission to inspire the careers and lives of millions across the globe, and at the same time, I am here to inspire you guys so that you can dream big and at the same time be persistent enough to achieve those dreams. And let's get started. Alright, so you might wonder, what did I achieve with my persistence? Again, I don't want to boast a lot about it, but I am the world's only quadrilingual podcaster and currently listed in the top 2.5%. Alright, and when I say quadrilingual, one of the reasons why I said hello, hi, adab, namaste, namaskara, you might have wondered. 4 languages are already covered there, and the 5th one is about to come, which is Marathi. And I'm the only independent producer in the world. And do you think this journey is easy? I've had a lot of obstacles, I had a lot of hardships to go through, and we'll talk about it. And before that, okay, what kind of things did I face, right? I came across slow results. If at all in the podcasting or the content creation world, if results are achieved within a year, you are lucky. But it took 4.5 years for me and beyond. And self-doubt, every other day I wake up saying that am I doing the right thing despite of day job? Do I really need to sacrifice my family time and get into this mission of shaping the millions, shaping the careers and lives of millions across the globe? And that self-doubt arises. However, the very next day I get an email from a US Shark Tank winner or somebody who is the CEO of a major unicorn or something saying that I want to be interviewed on my podcast, and that keeps me moving. And apart from that, rejection. Like during my 500th episode, I tried to reach out to top 10 personalities of India. And one of them said, how many subscribers do you have? We tend to speak only with at platforms with minimum 1 million subscribers. One of them said, if you can pay 3.5 lakh, you are in. Likewise, I came across different stories. However, I did not give up because, and I was able to host somebody at equal level on a global scale. And rejection is something which is faced at every level. Not just in terms of getting them onto the platform, but we see rejections even after the content gets published. People will remain nonchalant, they not even respond, and not even like the post. Likewise, there are so many things which I came across, and sometimes it is absence, wherein I have a day job and sometimes I work in the office till 9 p.m. and I have already scheduled an interview with a global guest at 10:30 p.m. and I rush, I wade through the bustling streets with the heavy traffic and wading through jumping sudden signals as well, and to my surprise the guest doesn't show up without any notice. But did I give up? I did not give up. It's already 52 months. And the road was not easy. And road will never be easy. But what kept me going is persistence. Because with persistence, you can achieve. Friends, it is easy to give up. And it will take just a second to give up. But it takes a lot of grit, resilience, and courage, perseverance to persist. And if you persist, you will thrive and you will get whatever you want. And you know, what I believed is I believed in power of small steps. I believed in incremental progress. If you are better 1% every day, you will be 37% within a year. This is what I believed and I've applied, coupled with the persistence, and that is how I've demonstrated improvement in the content from one episode to another episode. Likewise, we have 750 plus episodes to date in 4 languages, and 5th one is yet to come. And you know, every day was a small step towards a larger goal. And in fact, if at all, I sometimes tell to myself, saying that if at all you have achieved success after launching English podcast, you would have not known to people in India. If at all you have not started in Telugu or Hindi or Kannada, but now am I going to stop here? I'm not going to stop. And let's talk more about it. And most importantly, let us take that particular first step, which is going to help us achieve the bigger goal. Because I still remember in one of the famous quotes which goes like this: the journey to 1,000 miles begins with a small step. And I've been taking those baby steps and tiny amendments which are helping me to persevere and to persist. And over this journey, I've learned a lot of lessons, and one of them is being resilient. And resilience is not just bouncing back, it is about demonstrating that particular grit as well as perseverance. And today I'm one of the very few podcasters in the world who have done 750 plus episodes in 40 languages, and with guests ranging from 9-year-old world's youngest storyteller to 89-year-old novelist come author. And apart from that, I've interviewed Padma Bhushan award recipients, cancer survivors, and even mountaineers, and many more eminent people who teach me to dream big. And I still remember some of the conversations which are helping me to be resilient. One of them said, if you are poised for a greater growth, you are not going to get small results, which means I am here to achieve greater results, and my persistence is helping me to move forward. And let us see what Professor M.S. Rao is going to say.
Please talk a bit about what is helping you move forward and your current health situation. What are kind of trauma that you have undergone?
It's okay. It's great to know that the year 2020 you invited me for the interview, and I think during the first lockdown, I think.
Yep.
And so it was very challenging. I think 2019 we started having it, and second lockdown I followed. Second lockdown.
Okay, these days people think podcasting is easy. All you need is 2 people sitting in front of the mics and record a video, get there. Folks, it is not easy to get guests. I reached out to him in 2020 first. Finally, I could interview him in 2024, that too just last month. And that is the power of persistence. And initially, when I reached out to him, there was no response. I had a lot of automatic stories creeping in my mind. But there is a lesson over here to me personally. What I got to know is this guy, Professor M.S. Rao, who is the father of soft leadership, who has authored 53 books. He is a renowned international leadership guru. He has suffered a major brain stroke. However, though his right arm and leg are paralyzed, he is still persisting. He is trying to come back. I come across these kind of stories which are elevating my persistence to the next level. Next is about adaptability. Again, that is another key lesson. It's not just about being in English. As I said earlier, it is available in Telugu, Hindi, Kannada. Not only that, if you are not an audio person, we have a video. If you are not an audio or video person, we have something in the form of blogs. If you are not a blog person, you have something in the form of books. Likewise, I have been adapting. And here is a small snippet from a recent guest whom I interviewed, and I'll talk about it.
మీరు ఒక 1 year కంటే ఎక్కువ బతకలేరు అని చెప్పేసి వైద్యులు చెప్పారు కదా.
సో ఆ డాక్టర్ అలా చెప్పినప్పుడు నాకు మైండ్ బ్లాంక్ అయిపోయింది. అసలు ఏంటంటే ఏదో నార్మల్ సివియర్ బ్యాక్ పెయిన్ వీక్నెస్ అని వెళ్ళాం, కానీ అంత సీరియస్ అని తెలియదు. చెప్పగానే మైండ్ బ్లాంక్ అయిపోయింది. తర్వాత ఇలా టీయర్స్ కన్నీళ్ళు వచ్చేసినాయి. ఏం చేయాలో ఒక్క నిమిషం అర్థం కాలేదు అసలు ఆయన అలా చెప్తే.
All right. So for those of you who couldn't understand Telugu, right? Doctors told her she would survive only for 1 year in 2007. It's already 17 years. She is thriving and she has also demonstrated adaptability, so do I. And she is now one of the famous authors, and she has successfully run Wheelchair Basketball Federation of India for 6 years. And she is also a filmmaker for differently abled people. These kind of stories are something which are fueling my persistence. Not last but not the least, another key lesson. Focus is on the value addition. When I say value addition, right, it is not about focusing on the money, but what difference can you create in people's life? Right? What if I die? Is my content going to stay? Definitely it is going to stay. It is going to inspire millions. And I've been focusing on that particular thing. I'll tell you one small story of a small boy who hails from a remotest village in northern Andhra Pradesh. He got to know about my platform in 2021 when there was a small article published in a Telugu newspaper. And he contacted us, and at that time when I met him, he never spoke even a single word of Telugu. And I was really surprised, and I thought, you're not going to survive so soon, so you have to really get in touch with me. And me and my team have helped him get an internship. Fast forward 2 years, he is pursuing his master's at a prominent US university. These kind of differences are the ones which we are creating in life, and that is also possible because of persistence. Because people commented me about my accent, saying that, hey, your accent is not that great, why did you start a global channel? If I had given up, I would have not created these stories. If I have not come in front of you to share all the good things that great people are doing the other way around. And when it comes to you must be curious what the 1610 days between April 8th, 2020 to September 4th, 2024. Here is the biggest reveal. I received the Asia's Podcast Awards winner. I am the only Indian who won that particular award out of 40 plus countries, people from 40 plus countries. And in fact, there is a story to it. Initially this year, I was a finalist at India level. And I went to Mumbai to the award ceremony with a good hope that I'm going to receive the award. Unfortunately, I lost to my coach. But I felt happy because I lost to my coach. But I did not give up. I persisted and I applied for an Asia award. And my coach also did not even win Asia level award so far. He was just the runner-up. So I'm proud. And this is the power of persistence, guys. And am I going to stop here? No. Because before that, let me talk about the reasons for success. First and foremost, belief. Even my close family members have also commented saying that you shouldn't have started English podcast. You speak very slow. There is a lot of pause between one sentence to another sentence. Then, I did not give up. I got trained under Big Boss Hindi narrator. I don't want to name him. Likewise, and I had another person, who was a soft skill trainer within my organization. I took that particular coaching. Because normally when it comes to feedback, people take it negatively and they try to give up. I did not give up, rather I persisted. Because I had a lot of self-belief in me, and most importantly, the connections, the most authentic and genuine connections are the ones which are helping my platform thrive and leading to gradual growth. Though I am a celebrated audio podcaster, I am an underrated YouTuber. But am I going to stop here? Not at all. Because the connections that I am building, I am so proud that I have 6th degree, 7th degree connections. And maybe when it comes to any of the occasion, right, I try to meet at least 1 or 2 people who know about me, or at least they are connected to my connections and all. So building these connections in the world of Instagram filters and all is very, very important. And my connections are taking me a long way. And last but not the least, vulnerability. How many of you are ready to expose your vulnerability? We always take 10 photographs, but we pick the best one to put on the social media, right? No, it's not me. In 2023, when I published my year-end summary, I started with my failures. Likewise, when it comes to my podcasting, people said, you don't speak good Telugu, good Hindi. That's okay. I was at 5 out of 10, but I pushed myself out of my comfort zone. I started Telugu podcast, and today I'm proud that my proficiency has increased to 6.5 to 7 in both Hindi and Telugu. We have to start somewhere. Lot of negative comments will come, dude, but it's all about persistence. If somebody says that is a bad idea, but if you have the strong conviction, you have to proceed. Because if you cannot believe yourself, nobody else believe you. All right, now you must be wondering, why am I persisting, right? I relate myself to Chinese bamboo tree. You know Chinese bamboo tree? This is a great metaphor. All right, I heard, yes, very good to know that. You know, Chinese bamboo tree grows underground for 4.5 to 5 years, similar to how my platform is growing underground for the last 52 months. But you know, after a few weeks, what happens? It shoots up exponentially. Like it rises in the sky 50 feet, 60 feet, 70 feet, and sky is the limit. So that is what I am building. And I am proud to be associated with Chinese bamboo tree. And here is a glimpse into the path. And the reason for showing this path is, folks, it's not about success. It is not about destination. But we have to enjoy every moment. And I have been enjoying all these moments in terms of enjoying the journey rather than the destination. Because if at all, I would have been content after receiving Asia Award, I would have not thought of launching a Marathi podcast or launching few other podcasts in other languages. Because success and failure are momentary. It is all about power to persevere. It is all about the courage to continue matters. And for me, the sky is the only limit. Now I am at global top 2.5%, but I want to be at 0.001%, and you will see me there. All right, now the question is, what will yours be? It took 1610 days. For you, it might be 10 days or 610 days or 161 days, or it could be less than that. But it is all about courage to continue when the world says stop. So find yours, and here is my advice to all of you. Think about any of the initiatives which you started but which you have stopped for whatever reason. This time you restart, keeping persistence in mind. You persist and persevere, you will reach there. And find yours to accomplish your goal. And folks, remember, success is not final. At the same time, failure is also not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. And most importantly, success and failure both are momentary. Because when I got the Asia Award, I might have carried this virtual crown for one day. Next day onward, you are the normal Naveen Samala itself. But the difference that you create in people's life, that will be remembered. Somebody might be talking about me, saying that I've been to that particular platform and because of which I am here today. That is something which will remain eternal. Even after life, it is going to remember. It will be there forever. So find yours, and this time you persist. And thank you so much.